Sexism in sports. It's a hot topic many say still exists, and the example they're using is Hope Solo and Ryan Lochte. Now, you'll recall investigators accused Lochte of lying about being robbed at gunpoint in Rio de Janeiro during the Olympics. He claimed he over-exaggerated, but maintains the gun was still pointed. His punishment so far, losing a few endorsements, but getting a spot on Dancing with the Stars. Compare that with U.S. women's soccer goalkeeper Hope Solo. She does have a history with the law, but was banned from the national team, and her contract was suspended after calling the Swedish soccer team cowards after losing in the Olympics. Solo now says they kicked her off in retaliation for her stance on equal pay. So does sexism in sports still exist? That's our topic this half hour, and we want to hear from you on our Fox 26 Facebook page. You can also weigh in on Twitter using the hashtag Fox26 Roundup. Joining us live in the newsroom is our panel led by our senior legal analyst Chris Tritico, Democratic media consultant Mustafa Tamiz, and Republican strategist and public policy analyst Jackie Valley. Good morning again.
Good morning.
So what about this? Lochte gets Dancing with the Stars. He's also got a couple of new sponsors, I believe. A cough drop sponsor that says they're forgiving on your throat, or something is the tagline. Something with the word forgiving. But what do you make of it?
Well, it's certainly odd. You know, Ryan Lochte was indicted in Brazil for his actions there. He's admitted that he didn't tell the truth, that he claims an over-exaggeration of it. I would just call it a flat-out lie. And Hope Solo, who's been a lightning rod on the U.S. women's soccer team and called the Swedish players cowards, gets kicked off the team. The way they treated these two, Jackie Valley, certainly is different in the way they were treated. Ryan Lochte, what he did was separate from the team, but it impacted the team.
Sure.
It impacted the entire United States Olympic.
That's exactly right.
Team.
I mean, he successfully got the title of Worst American and disgracing.
He beat out Hillary.
And disgracing the Olympics, even though he's won several gold medals. It was horrible. And you know, when we first discussed this, I said he would get rewarded with a reality show, because unfortunately that's what we're doing now. We are rewarding bad behavior, and I think it's despicable that they would actually give him an opportunity, and he actually has new sponsors. But Hope actually brings up a discussion about wages and how women are still treated fairly if they're treated unfairly. And Maria Shriver did a piece around 2 years ago, and she said that President Obama pays the women in his administration significantly less than he does the men. And that really started a lot of discussion, and that's where Hope is going as well with this discussion. I think overall we should look at where women are with wages, how we are treated in the workforce, and the way that the Olympics treated her versus Lochte. I think that's something to look at as well.
Hope Solo brings up, you know, she's the things she's done, she should be punished for. Ryan Lochte should be punished equally as severely, in my view. But she brings up this pay issue. She's been openly critical of the way women are treated, yep. And then she gets kicked off the team.
Well, we don't know specifically about this particular case, but what she's saying is accurate. Women are paid less. That's why President Obama, as Jackie was talking about, signed the Lilly Ledbetter Act, which is Equal Pay for Women Act. And he's the first president who signed it. And now we've got to bring the culture to the point where we start paying women equally. Every 77 cents to a dollar. The disparity is having an impact also on our economy, because if women are half the workers and they have less pay, that means our GDP doesn't grow as much. So this issue with, you know, Hope Solo, I still have some hope for her. She's young. I'm hoping that she's going to come around a little bit.
Yeah, pun intended.
Right? But Ryan Lochte has just shown himself to be a jerk. And
I think it's despicable that people, like, he has new sponsors, and he gets more opportunity to show us just how he can be a disgrace to our country.
Let me go to Sally. She's monitoring our social media.
Okay, we're going to pull up some tweets right now. Hopefully we've got them for you. Our viewer Ben says women in most sports are paid less than men, and he cites several examples in the WNBA, the LPGA, tennis, soccer. At CNAP47 says, don't think I'll watch Dancing with the Stars this season because it emphasizes gender inequality. Lochte rewarded, Solo harshly penalized. And then at MattBlack39 says, just stop it. Hope should have been kicked off that team long ago. Don't even try and turn this into a sexism issue.
Well, I do agree that Hope Solo should have been punished a long time ago, but that doesn't mitigate the fact that she's now being treated differently than Ryan Lochte is. I mean, so you have what happened today.
Well, I think actually what's important is that we're discussing the difference in pay for women. That's really what she's bringing to the
And while you're talking about that, don't we have to throw in the fact that the sponsorship money is different for men and women, and doesn't that affect the pay?
It sure does. The way sponsors are, if there were a woman who did what Lochte did, I don't know if she would have additional new sponsors. Our legislators need to look at how we're having men versus women as far as salaries. The president did sign the Ledbetter Act, but the piece that Maria Shriver did was after that, and she found out that he was not paying his women the same as men.
The choice in Dancing with Stars would be Rick Perry and Ryan Lochte. I think they'll be the most unpopular people on Dancing with Stars. So it's following our election cycle.
Well, Rick Perry is donating to veterans, and I'm very proud that he's doing that.
We're going to leave
the proceeds he made from Dancing with the Stars, he's donating to veterans.
We're going to leave it right there, but I do want to state right now for everyone to know that Mustafa and Jackie are paid exactly the same for appearing on the show.
We pay you in donuts. Sometimes, not even always with that.
We'll be back in the next hour.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you then.